Hi beautiful people, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well. A few weeks back when Katie Joy was constantly on a TikTok, she was actually doing a live where she was discussing the Browns and how people went into their home that was for sale and filmed in their home. But anyway, during this live, she was bragging about how she is one of the biggest content creators that cover sister wives in the AUB. And at the time, she said she had, I think, 378,000 followers on her YouTube channel, and that she has sources from the AUB or ex-members of the AUB, and she speaks to the family members. And these family members have told her a lot of information. In this live, somebody with the surname of Watson makes a comment, and this is how Katie Joy responds.
It's weird how you're so confident talking about my grandfather without ever meeting him. Oh, are you related to Emily? Are you Dave Watson's daughter? Are you married to a Watson? It's amazing that you will deny what your grandfather did, because it's all over the place and everyone knows it happened. Kiana. I'd be more interested in a man from your cult actually showing up here instead of you and being a shield for the men in your cult. You should be more disgusted about what your grandfather did to young girls and the women in this cult.
Shouldn't you be married by now or something, Kiana?
No, he's a POS, but you don't even know him. I've read everything I need to know. I've literally talked to some of his relatives. And are you related to Emily? You should contact Emily. I heard she might want to sue Dave. I heard Dave Watson's about to get his ass sued. That was what I heard. I love it when the AUB people show up and they're so like, this never happened. Oh, so Kiana, did you know that Dave Watson beat Emily with a 2x4 and left a splinter in her leg? And did you know that one of Dave's wives chained her daughters and kids to their beds? We've met, bro. You and I've met. Why am I telling Emily's story without her here? Because Emily's been on my channel and interviewed on my channel and told that story on my channel. You're gaslighting right now. I have an entire hour-long video with Emily Watson talking about getting beat by Dave with a 2x4. I have a good relationship with Emily.
Wait.
Some of Emily's siblings are like lost causes. They still defend Dave at all costs. She's not mad, but she's trolling. Yeah, she's not mad, but she's fighting about it.
She's got plenty of content. She didn't need your help. Emily seemed to add to it, actually, but you're kind of a drag.
I'm going to text Emily right now, actually.
I think I like AUB trolls better than I like Gypsy trolls.
So what the AUB does is they always show up with the women, and they always use the women as a shield, and the men never defend themselves. Ever. And then she's acting like I'm telling Emily's story when literally Emily did that on my channel. And then she's trying to say, like, I don't know Joe, but yet everyone knows what Joe did. It's just, that's how they gaslight. It's disgusting, honestly.
It's a shame that they know they're such bad people, but they're still willing to go to war for them. Like, that's awful.
You know. And the good people from the AUB don't act like that. The ones that are out don't troll like that at all. They don't speak like that. That's how you know the difference. Like, I should email Emily.
I'm surprised she's allowed to have a phone and she's on TikTok. Like, this is just amazing to me.
I know, hold up. I'm gonna email Emily. I talked to her today, so I'll see if Emily Allred will respond. I'm a narc. Me? I'm a narcissist. Who's a narcissist?
Emily.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
First of all, can I just say once again, Faith needs to learn to stay in her lane. And secondly, did anybody else see a denial in this comment where this young lady stated, weird how you're so confident talking about my grandpa without ever meeting him? Why did Katie Joy go straight into attack mode with her? Totally uncalled for. That question was not in defense of Dave Watson. She didn't deny anything. She actually said he was a piece of shit. What she said to this young lady spoke volumes to who Katie Joy is as a person. This is how she carries herself, somebody that claims to advocate and want the best for these women. She actually said Kiana is not a good person and that she's a troll, but this is how she treats those women. Katie Joy is a coward. She cannot stand on her own reporting. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Katie Joy's response to this young lady. So, short of a week ago, Katie Joy made this post on her Instagram. The prophet of the AUB has family members mad at me for lying about their abusive father. In my opinion, Dave Watson is the scum of the earth, and exactly like Cody Brown. He abandoned numerous wives, abused his children and wives, and is a con artist just like Cody. He's no saint for granting Mary a release, and none of the women that leave should ever have to get released by a man whose wife chained his children to a bed and beat them. His daughter Emily shared these stories on my channel in 2023. Don't you like the way she now is being super cautious and using "in my opinion"? She goes on to say, Mary Brown got a release from her marriage to Cody by a man that abused his children by beating them with 2x4s. Dave Watson has covered up for Leader's SA of children. Dave Watson has children that have accused him of violent beatings. One daughter accused her mother of chaining her siblings to beds, starving them, and beating them. Dave Watson knew this was happening. And another daughter has alleged Dave beat her with a 2x4 and left a nearly foot-long sliver in her leg. Another daughter described watching a sibling being brutally beat by Dave on the days he showed up to their mom's house. 3 wives have left Dave, but he counts 8 wives. Most of Dave's kids have left the cult, and he has minimal contact with them. Dave is accused of covering up SA of the former prophet, Lynn Thompson. Dave Watson has been accused of fraud by his daughter. One daughter of Dave alleges that her sibling married an underage girl from Mexico, brought to the US with no papers, and smuggled for polygamy. Dave is no saint, should not be praised, and is as much of a garbage human as Cody Brown. These are my opinions for entertainment and educational purposes only. Is somebody scared of another lawsuit? Asking for a friend. This posting that she made on her Instagram actually makes all the sense, because 2 days ago I was actually sent a video. This content creator goes by Notes to Self 444. She is one of the daughters of Dave Watson, the current prophet of the AUB, and the sister of Emily, who is Katie Joy's source. Now, from watching their videos, I'm talking about Notes to Self, and in her videos is a hubby. They are no longer associated in the AUB and have not been for quite a while. Anyways, she made a video addressing Katie Joy, and let me just read her post before I show you the clip. I made my first video in 2023. This is why I went public. I am now being bullied by the same creator. I use the term very loosely. I have refused interviews and information to this person because they can't obtain information. They have resorted to bullying, harassment, and theft. They can't create their own content, so they resorted to stealing and using mine without my consent. They are literally using my exact words in their content. Please take note. I appreciate the support I have received, as I have put my story out there so publicly. Online bullying is a real thing, and I am experiencing it currently.
And I'm sure my sister will watch this, and I really want her to know and understand how much I support her. She decided to come public about the abuse that we suffered, and I applaud her for that. I absolutely love and adore my sister. I absolutely love and support her in any way that she feels like she needs to heal. I would never ever want to hinder anyone's healing experience, and if this is what she feels like she needs to do to heal, I will 100% support her in that. When somebody goes through trauma, there are people who will prey upon those victims. I absolutely adore my sister, but I absolutely 100% will not support the platform that she chose to tell her story on. That platform is full of clickbait, salacious lies, flashy headlines that are completely inaccurate, 100% not true, but I will not sit back and be silent and be okay with the platform that takes someone else's tragedy and trauma for their own monetary gain and does flashy headlines for clickbait and likes. This lady is absolutely horrible, and I would never, ever recommend any anyone tell their story to her. And who knows, maybe I'll even start my own platform so that some of these stories can be told in accuracy. Right now, they're being completely misconstrued, completely pulled out of context, just so someone else can make a profit off of someone else's tragedies and abuse and traumas. It's disgusting to watch. This is unacceptable. I have seen people be victims and then re-victimized, and that's what's happening here. This lady is taking victims and she's re-victimizing them, all in the name of whatever she wants to call it, advocacy. No.
If you were confused, she was referring to Without a Crystal Ball, aka Katie Joy. I cannot agree more with what Notes to Self said about Katie Joy in this video. She is on point. As I said, I will have her channel linked in the description box. Please go and watch that video in its entirety. I'm not sure who Katie Joy is referring to in her post, because all she stated was the prophet of the AUB has family members mad at me. She doesn't specify exactly whom, but if we go to the comments under this post, as you can see, this person says to her, you can watch one of his daughters and her husband here on TikTok. She seems very level-headed and no longer affiliated with the AUB. To which Without a Crystal Ball says, she's not the daughter I'm writing about, and she doesn't discuss the abuse. Now, Katie Joy, not everybody's like you that gets a thrill out of talking about abuse. Katie Joy's post a week ago makes all the sense to me now. I believe that Katie Joy probably sent her flying monkeys to go and attack and harass some of these family members, and it obviously did not work. Note to self, it's a strong, confident, protective woman. She stood up and spoke out about how she feels about Without a Crystal Ball, but still supports her sister. One thing I have learned about Katie Joy, I've witnessed this. She does shit and then she tries to get ahead of it. By her making that post and then a few days later, Note to Self comes out with this video, what did Katie Joy do? I personally am so happy that now you have ex-members of this organization that can actually call Katie Joy out on her lies, on her bullshit, on spreading false information, because we have been saying this for so long, but we don't know this organization. We can only go off of what we are told by other people. Yet, Note to Self, they have lived this life. They know the ins and outs. If anyone watching this video is an avid, staunch viewer of Sister Wives, you do me a favor. Go and watch this couple. Listen to how they give commentary on Sister Wives. Let me know if you see a difference, because I see a huge difference. If I watch one of Katie Joy's videos, you can actually feel and see, if she's not on camera, the hatred she has for this organization, for the people in this organization. Whereas if you watch this couple, you don't get that. They speak with such dignity and they are so composed. Even when they are shady, they still come off as being dignified. I hope that makes sense. If you do check them out, please let me know what you think. And it's okay if you come back and say, now you are so wrong. They are awful people. But I'm so confident in myself, I will even lay my head on a block, because I know you guys will appreciate them and enjoy them as much as I do. With ending this, the way Without a Crystal Ball approached Kiana Watson was unacceptable. And she gets no pause from me because she claims to be an advocate for these women. She had no right to speak to Kiana or approach Kiana in that manner. And also allow her guest on panel, and I'm talking about Faith, to disrespect Kiana. Seems as though Without a Crystal Ball doesn't want to share or be exposed, because clearly that post she made was to get people riled up and think she has been targeted again. She's the victim. What was the phrase she used the last time she came on her channel and said how she's been targeted by Robertson? Oh yes, I think she called it fair gaming. No, Katie Joy, you did something and you're trying to get ahead of whatever you did. There's enough room for everyone, Katie Joy. The only reason you don't want to make room, in my opinion, is because they would expose you for the fraud you are, for the lies you tell, for the falsehoods you spread, in my opinion. But we can just wait and see what unfolds from here on out. You call these brave women who are survivors lost causes. No, Katie Joy. You are the lost cause. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Please don't forget, Note to Self 444 channel will be listed in the description box. Please go and check them out. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another and don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.